are to close the Sabbath and to praise the Lord, let us open hymn number 121, Surely Goodness and Mercy. Our topic for tonight entitled, What Does It Mean to Love God? But before First, we have agape. Second, we have phileo or philia. Third, we have storge, whatever. And last is eros. We will talk first agape. What is agape love? Agape love is an unconditional love that sees beyond the outer surface and accepts the recipient for whom he or she is, regardless of their flaws, shortcomings, or faults. This morning we have studied brotherly love, and we discussed that we have known that God is love. No? So God is, in Greek word, agape means love. So God is agape. No? And this agape love is a divine love in which we just get it from the source, which is God. The love is the very nature of God himself. So our love to God is agape. Now we have phileo. Phileo is an affectionate, warm, and tender platonic love. It makes us or you desire friendship with someone. This is phileo. And it is how we feel about someone, and it is also a committed and chosen love. And the third is storge, which means it's a family and friendship love. This is a love that parents naturally feel for their children, and a love that the member of the family have for each other. So a brother to a sister, a mother to her daughter, or her son, a father to his son or daughter. This is storge. And love that friends feel for each other, like Talita with Maya, like that. Now we have eros. It's a passionate and intense love that arouses romantic feelings. This kind of love triggers the feelings that you can say, I love her, I love him. When a boy likes somebody, a girl, this is eros love. That he wants to say, I love you. It's like that. So eros love is simply an emotional and sexual love. So this love is between boy and girl. So with husband and wife, it is eros love. Now we have the 4 types of love. Now we have to know what type of love that would adequate for the kind of love God wants from his followers. First, to love God is to worship and praise him. In Luke 4:8, it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. The book of Psalms provides many beautiful examples of how to worship and praise our Creator. We can have Psalms chapter 8, 19, 23, 24, 67, 99, 117, and 150. So from these Psalms from the book of Psalms, we can praise and worship him. And the second is to love God is to put him first. In Mark 12:30 it says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. So this is an undivided love. God is our priority. We won't allow things to crowd in, to mingle with. It must be pure for God. And if we love the world, when we love God and we love the world, there will be a separation because it cannot be mixed. If we love God, we really love God. But if we like the world, love the world. So we have to choose. 3, to love God is to desire Him, to yearn for His righteousness, His word, and His grace. Once we have tasted and seen that the Lord is good, we want more of Him. If we love God, we must be like Mary of Bethany, in which He sits at the Lord's feet to listen to Him. And if we love God, the psalmist David said, God will resonate with us. So it can be found in Psalms 19:10, and it says, it is more precious than gold, than much pure gold, sweeter than honeycomb. So it should be our desire to yearn for His righteousness with His words and His grace. As same with, we can say here in Psalms 42:1, as the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, O Lord. So we must have the eagerness to listen to His words, to read His holy words from the scriptures. And last, to love God is to obey Him. In John 14:15, if you love me, you will obey what I command. This is not only a matter of following rules and doing goods, but it must be, His commandments must be written in our heart. So, if we love God, we will always want to please Him and obey His commandments. So, for all this, I will summarize. In order to show our love to God, we have to worship and praise Him, to put Him first, and then to desire Him, to yearn for His righteousness, His words, and His grace, and to obey His commandments. So, this is all for now for our short study. May the thought of this will be in our hearts. Now we go to my treats. It's all pictures. We're done with the message and we'll close.
And left it open scissors at the bottom.
Computer, right? We'll go first to Ethiopia, to my Ethiopia trip. Okay. Ethiopia. I and a sister from Philippines left Ethiopia for April 3. Okay, let me see first. But before that, we need to go to Manila. So, in going to Manila, I want to see the church, the Manila church. So, we passed by there, and this is the Manila church outside.
Can you press F5? F5.
Yeah, Manila. Okay. This is Manila Church, not yet finished. Before, they are only doing Sabbath service at home, in the home of Pastor Francisco Ortega. Now they have their own church. This is the inside. This was Monday morning, so they removed already the chairs. And then we went to Ninoy Aquino International Airport with some of the brethren. So this is our flight, Philippines to Ethiopia. Now, we're going to Addis Ababa over there. But before, our flight is not direct, so we need to pass by Bahrain. So inside Bahrain, this is Bahrain International Airport inside. We stayed there for 7 hours. So we have the time to roam around with all the Arabian people, Ethiopian people. And then after uh, 4 hours, uh, we flew to Ethiopia and we landed at Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. It looks nice, the picture. But I don't see it very nice in the real. So this is the currency. We have 150, 10, and 5. The front and the back.
What's the name of the currency?
Beer. Yeah, BIRR. The purpose of going there is to bring the new treasurer and to do auditing. But it was not so. We do treasury work because there is nothing to audit. Everything is all still on piles. So we help the outgoing treasurer to finish his work. Now, it's food. This is how they cook injera. They have a special stove because injera is so big. This is the finished product. So I'm rolling the injera like that.
So Rachel, how thin is that? Is that like paper thin?
Huh?
Is it really, really thin?
Yeah. It's like hot cake, but it's made of teff. Only in Ethiopia you can find teff. The first time that I ate injera, because I'm bringing a tamarind, and then the tamarind is so sour. Then, it's more than tamarind. It depends how they cook. When the injera is fresh, it's not sour. But if it is fermented, it's sour according to my taste. It depends, okay. And then when you roll, you cut. So that's it, it's cut. How they will eat it. Okay, they have a big plate and they open the injera, how many they can finish and put all what is prepared. The rice, if they have rice. And then they will slice a piece from injera and get from, if they like rice, with hand, like that. Tastes good. And
You're used to eating with your hands.
yeah, no problem with me eating with my hands. Oh, I said I like it. We are all together eating in hands. And then there is a recipe, all the remnants or all the injera that is not eaten and with all the remaining food, they mix it all together. Before, I said, as if I don't want to participate. As it, and then I said, as if it's very good. And then I asked Lita, it tastes good because everything is mixed. That's very, 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 very. Now, this is the Wednesday evening meeting. And it's Sister Annalyn Hastiba, the second wife of Brother Hastiba, was celebrating her 36th birthday. She is already pregnant, but doesn't look like. Okay. Now we have the donkeys. When I see these donkeys, it really breaks my heart. You know why? Because they are chopping the rock on the other side. And the donkeys will come and they will put all the rocks on the donkeys. The rocks are so heavy. Yeah. And then, because they are so small and their back is so heavy, they cannot move so fast. And the mom still whip them. And they have wounds on their back here. I cannot look at them. I said, why they are still weeping? And then sometimes these stones fall down and hit their feet. said, they don't have heart. Imagine they carrying all those, and they are so meek. They are just very obedient. And I remember, oh, that's why Jesus chose donkey to ride on. And then this is the church choir. They have their uniform, green. Uh, After the service, we go down because it is in the second floor to greet Happy Sabbath. And then I thought it's already the last. So I'm already leaving. They still have a part. It's the testimonies time. Here, before the Sabbath school, we do this. But they're outside after greeting. So they have prayer requests, whatever they want to say, and then a prayer. Then they have their young people's program. Every Sabbath afternoon, Brother Estiba is giving an examination, chapter by chapter. They are in Genesis. And then they will have examination. Here, they are having their examination. And then after that, they will check. So they will announce the result. On September, last Sabbath of September, they will have to know who is the first, second, and third. So I was being solicited for the first prize. And they are still looking for the consolation. They have already second and third. So now they need their consolation. Okay, here are the youth. They are having their special song. And at the time, my first Sabbath, it's raining. Then I said, what? It's not rain. It's not water. It's hail. Yeah, it's big. It's like this, oh. This is the first drops, and then becomes thick and thick. Oh, I said, oh, at least I experience and see what is hail. We don't have. Oh, how they wish. And then we, for Brother Edisa Tekle, invited us to see the Adizu Park. So we went there. In going there, it's terrible. Because we need to ride in a public transportation. And you must be alert. Because you must run and be alert to have the bus is always full. So it's like this in the bus. Not only once, sometimes we ride 3 times. Okay, let us see what is, okay. You know this? A big turtle? It's like in Galapagos. Yeah. But I think there is bigger. And we have the lonely lion. There's a lot of birds, monkeys. That's the only things you can see there. So I did not take anymore. And then we went to National Museum of Ethiopia. And who is Menelik? Anybody knows who is Menelik? No? No? The son of King Solomon to Queen Sheba. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brother Esteban said, if we will have a son, it should be Menelik. But she had a daughter, so she will name it after Sheba. As a remembrance in staying in Ethiopia. Okay. And then we have the union committee members. You will see that they are in uniforms. They have their. My brother told me, I have uniforms here that I did not use because the bank is supplying them uniforms. So just bring it to Ethiopia. Don't give it to Philippines because of the color. They will know that it's from the bank. So I told my brother, but they are big and tall. So I'm wondering if it will fit. But when I arrived, they fit. Oh, it fits to everybody. Either it's big, this one is tall, it fits. So they are so happy that they have their uniform. I brought 8 pieces, and there the committee are 8. One was missing because he went to see a doctor because he stepped on a rusty nail and it was infected. His foot, but he's fine. The brother Esteban said the doctors here are very nice and they give good medication. Here, the union committee and Brother Estiba invited the Sidama field. And I have a lunch, of course, every day I'm eating with them. My Ethiopian traditional dress.
Where are you, Sister Ashley?
Ah?
Oh, okay, okay. It was just so uniform. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now I have picture with every field, every worker according to their field. This is Sidama field. This is from Hosanna field. The two, even brother, and South field, West field, Southwest field. And this is the hotel where Brother Idel's always staying. He has a big discount because the owner is his friend. And now, after 3 weeks stay, back to Philippines. The weather there is nice. It's like this springtime here in America. So I did not experience headache. So this was my Ethiopian trip, and now we go to Philippines. How to do this?
I think you have it separate, sister.
Yeah, it's actually,
It's separate.
there's another process with
Just
Yeah, you
exit,
have another file.
Exit?
out. Yeah, exit. There you go.
Okay. 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 Philippines trip, March 3 to April 3, April 26 to May 1st. There is April 4 until April 25, I was in Ethiopia. So this is the Philippine map. In the Philippines, we have 3 big islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I visited Luzon and Cebu. You will see that it is divided by water. In Ethiopia, it's only one like this. It's an island. So, some of the members, they don't know what is a sea because they did not see a sea.
is it landlocked? Is Ethiopia landlocked?
It's land.
Yes.
Okay. This is the Philippine currency, 500, 100. We have also 1,000, 50, and 20. And 5, I think.
Peso.
Yeah, peso. My first Sabbath was in Tarlac. Tarlac is only home division. They don't have yet a church, but they build a little bit Nipa hut open. So it was March 5, 2016. This was the opening the Sabbath by Bible worker Brother Bernard Gonzalez. And this Sabbath school program with Michelle Barnedo, the one that is sitting, the daughter of Brother Joel, the superintendent and the secretary, Sister Jonaline Bolando. And then we have the divine service, Lord's Supper, by Pastor Francisco Ortega. So it's really open. The air is come and go. And lunchtime, of course, there is rice. Rice will not be absent. The young people's program, we have the two grandchildren of Brother Joel Barnedo, Lily Josel and Leo Barnedo Valdez, for a special song. And this is Michelle with her husband, Jojo Valdez, for a special song too. And we have the group picture. Some already left. That's why we are only few here. And then I flew to Cebu City to do auditing, March 10 to March 16. First, I landed in Mactan, Cebu International Airport. So, when they will say Cebu, it's famous for Magellan's Cross. Philippines before that time is a pagan country. So with Ferdinand Magellan of Spain, when he discovered Philippines after discovering Mexico because they are looking for spices, no? They brought Christianity to Philippines. They put a cross. This is Magellan's cross, the cross of Tindato wood engages the original cross planted by Ferdinand Magellan on the very site, April 21, 1521. This is it. No. They said that the original cross is buried inside. And then, of course, Filipinos, they don't want to be under a foreigner. There was a battle in Mactan. It is an island in which Magellan was killed by Lapu-Lapu, but still they make a memorial to Magellan, and this is Lapu-Lapu Shrine. So, Brother Idol wants to go to this island, Mactan Island, if he has the privilege to go to Philippines. So here my Sabbath in Cebu. Opening of the Sabbath service by Elder Marino Mahinay, and then we have the Sabbath school program, but the girl is the daughter of Brother Astiba and his husband. And Young People's program, the leaders are the children of the Philippine Union Treasurer. This is the granddaughter of Brother Estibat from his daughter. This is inside the church and then outside the church. The one that is yellow is the headquarters or the office. Below is where you will sleep, and up is publishing, office, and conference room. It was from the special Sabbath school offering before. What do you see?
Palm trees.
No? Coconut tree with what? A man up there. There.
Oh, I see the man.
Oh, good. Yeah, there are.
You see the first one and on the leaves, you see
Yeah.
something climbing.
Why is up there? Because so we can have coconut. I'm drinking the coconut water, and then we're eating the coconut meat.
Rachel, can you climb a coconut?
Ah?
Can you climb a tree?
No, it's very hard. We hired that man to go up because this brother, he is trying to go up, but he's sliding. Only professional. on top of a hill, so overseeing the sea and the city. And we have recreation, swimming. Group picture before leaving, we have our worship, evening worship, and we have two birthday celebrants, two sisters, beside me, the two sisters. That's why we went out. So this, and then the next day we have house visitation. We went to the house of Brother Esteba's daughter. And then we went to the Seventh-day Adventist Sanitarium to eat our lunch because we went to the city. It is in the city. So I hope we can have like this also, a sanitarium in a cafeteria. They sell vegetarians food and something to buy. And then back to Clark or Angeles City. Okay, that's the airport now. But before that, and from that, I went to Legazpi City, March 17 to 23. When you say Legazpi, all you will know is Mayon Volcano and Kagsawa ruins. Brother Cadmil knows this. They know this already. Kagsawa ruins one time, because Philippines is already Christians, they are, of course, Catholic, no? One time, the Mayon volcano erupted. So the village people, they went to the church as safety. They think it's safe. So they all went inside the church to pray for protection. And the Spanish priest closed the door of the church and escaped, went out. So the church was buried by lava, only the priest was saved. So until now it's there, only the peak, the steeple remain. Yeah. And in Legazpi, we have two churches, Legazpi Church and the Ragat Church. And they said, because if I would go to one place and we have two churches, what I do is, in the morning I go to the other church and in the afternoon I will transfer. But they decided that the Legazpi Church will come to Daraga, so we are all together. This is a new church because before they are only having their service in this house. Now they are just using it for children's Sabbath school. And then the divine service led by Pastor Eduardo Timonera. There were two candidates, so he's giving baptismal review, and then we went to the sea for baptism. There you see the Mayon volcano. Then the acceptance. And then we have first group picture because the newly baptized will go home. It's a far distance from the place, so they need to go earlier. And then we have our young people's program. We did not. They asked, where are we going, to Legazpi Church or to Daragat Church? And I prefer we'll just stay here, so it will be open and nature. So we went just on the other side, and we have our young people's program. The children's special song, action song, that's why they are. And then the children's story by your servant. And then youth special song. Before, when I left, these children are only like this. Now they are taller than me. Yeah, we closed the Sabbath. And then before leaving the place, we have a group picture. Now, in Angeles City. Angeles City is known for the Clark Air Force Base because at that time, the American Air Base is based in this place. And because of the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, they removed the Air Force, and some are in Olongapo City, Zambales. But here, Philippine government is the one managing it. It's no longer the Americans. So at the time, we have a birthday celebrant. He is 79 years old, is the husband of a sister who lives in Tennessee. The daughter was here during symposium of Sister White. He's 79 years old, so they make a little bit celebration because he said, I don't know if I will still celebrate my 80 because every other day is having his dialysis. But he will be flying last week of May back to Tennessee. So the Asian Missionary School students were there to sing songs and a prayer by Pastor Roland de la Paz. So that one is the sister, our member. The brother is a member of California. He's already here. Yeah, Jerry Pamintuan. And this one is the half-sister of Sister Shawnee Hamlin of California. Holy Week. During Holy Week, we can see this. Penitentia. Yeah. They have a stick. But before that, they make wounds at the back, like this. Wounds, so it will blood, and then they will do like this. They are in a chapel. It's every Holy Week. Huh? Some are carrying cross, and I saw girls are also carrying cross, and it's heavy, really heavy, and they are walking barefooted, and it's so hot during Holy Week. This is fine, at least he can move. But the other one is tied. His arms is tied. So it's very difficult to build. And on Friday, some will be nailed. Yeah, but we did not went because my sister-in-law doesn't want, because she doesn't want the smell of the blood. Because, of course, when they do like this, the blood is flying like this. I got a lot of blood spots.
What denomination are they?
Catholic.
Mr. Rachel, why do they wear the mask?
So they will not know them. They are covering.
They're ashamed of it.
They're ashamed. So, of course, if you are doing like, oh, it's Juan, or so they cover their face. And I have a lunch with the students. This is an extension from the church of Angeles Timog Church. Then the student, because at the back there is a kitchen, but it's so small, so they make an extension. So we eat outside. And I have 1-day class. We need to finish the subject for 1 day. In the morning, we have stewardship. In the afternoon, we have the accounting. And then we have another party. It's a birthday and graduation party. This is Marivic Paras. She was here during the first symposium with her brothers. And then the other one graduated from elementary. So we are in a resort with all the students and the church members. Of course, there is rice there or there? Yeah, there is rice. For sure, because we have some. But we have pasta with everything. And this is the Timog Church. They have 3 candidates of baptism. They were baptized after 2 days. Wednesday, it was Wednesday. And then we have the Pandan Church. So in Angeles City, we have also the Timog Church and Pandan Church. So it's a sign of progress. Uh, they are both very missionary-minded, trying to win more souls for Jesus. Then, our nipa hut is made of bamboo and nipa leaves. Yeah, it's cool when the weather is cool. But at least it's cooler, a little bit cooler, if you will live in a concrete. Yeah, because the air comes go in and out. And below, of course, you know the bamboo, they do it like this. There is a little bit holes. It's better than in Ethiopia. Then, Sister Angela, you know this. Malunggay. Our malunggay tree. Do you know malunggay? We have in, where? Kinisao? Indian store. Yeah. You a little bit remove the green and then chop and then put onion, garlic, tomatoes, a little bit more. Oh, it's so delicious. I eat always every day. And this, the leaves is, including the leaves, you can eat. And it's a good medicine. And nutritious also. Tai Tai, our house guard, is only a small dog. When there is a visitor, he will bark and then hide. See, he knows how to pose. And my Philippine Last Supper in the house of Brother Joel Granito. Back to America at Diosdado Macapagal International Airport, Clark Air Base. So this is all my trip, and it was a nice, happy, and blessed trip. I got my 3 Lord's Supper in Tarlac, Angeles, and Ethiopia. But before leaving here, we have our Lord's Supper, right? Yeah, so I have 4 in this. Until January 2, I have 4 already. So this is all. Happy New Week, and God bless us all. Don't forget the love for God that we have studied tonight. So God bless us all. Amen. For our closing song, Sister 56.
Rachel, the services in churches in the Philippines, are they predominantly Tagalog or English?
Tagalog.
All of them?
Yeah, but in Timog Church, it is English. Even the Filipinos speak English. They should, because the students are foreigner.
So they never do it in the local dialogue, it's always in Tagalog?
They, what?
Do they ever do it in the language of,
Tagalog. Tagalog. Even in Legazpi, they have their own dialect, Bicol. Bisaya, for sure, it's Bisayan dialect. Only in Timog, they speak English because of the students. What number? 56. 56. close with a silent prayer and then we will go. As we always do, we'll make a circle.